Wrapping up 2024, I went back, wanted to check out some of the debt that I had. One, a small mortgage, which is adjustable. I kept it as an adjustable just because of the size. It's under $60,000. Didn't want to refinance it. But I also have a HELOC. So I was going back, checking my numbers, and I saw that I made a huge mistake. I made the mistake by not moving some money over so I could have a little bit more money in my life. And it just comes back to it. Even someone who watches that, looks at that, can make this simple mistake. At the beginning, it just didn't seem that much, but it came over $2,000 in extra interest that I paid that I didn't even have to. With one little switch, I could have moved that over, had some more money for having fun. We're just about to go on a vacation. I think we could take that money and use it. I just wanted to run through those numbers because this just hit me, and not only hit me in the big number, but then when I looked at what happened over time as it kept going and I kept paying a little bit more, how it impacted not only the end of the year, but every month, that for no other reason, it's not taking a few steps. I just threw a little over $2,000 out the window. So let's look at this. I have a mortgage on my house. At the beginning of the year, it was about $55,000. On that note right now, because it was adjustable, I did not want to refinance it because just of the closing costs, I'm paying it down aggressively. So at 8.125%, I was paying about $4,400 in interest. Now, I have a HELOC, and I have a really good HELOC because I took it out many years ago. And it was a fixed rate that a credit union gave me. But this same concept works from moving from high interest rates to lower interest rates. Doesn't matter if it's credit cards, HELOCs, whatever. We're going to go through an example here. But in this case, I could have moved it to my HELOC, which is fixed rate, at least through the end of 2025 at 3.99. That same $55,000 would have cost me just a little under $2,200, saving me, or could have saved me, around $2,200. That $2,200 I could have just used for Christmas. We're just going on a little vacation. I could use it for vacation. Or just every month, I could have had another, close to $200 to just enjoy, just to go out and have fun. Or if I wanted to do a little bit of both, which I typically do, is I could have taken some of that savings, applied it to the mortgage just to get the balance down, and then still, maybe put $100 towards that, to take the rest, have some fun, enjoy life. I wanted to take the same example because I was looking at it going like, how about credit cards? What does it look like if you have credit cards or something else higher and you just move it down, as I call it, just move it down the steps. Move it down from higher interest rates to lower interest rates, even if it's not going down to 3.99. But what if you take something that's at 24% and you move it down to 13%, which was like a personal line of credit? Let's look at some numbers here. So let's take a credit card with 24%, because that's pretty common right now, 24%. There are higher ones, like if you have a Home Depot, any kind of store credit cards, those, even mine's at 29%, even though I paid off. Compare that to a personal line of credit. Personal lines of credit are something you could just get with a signature at a credit union, at a bank. As long as you have decent or good credit, you could go in and get a personal line of credit. Going down the list, there's also home equity loans, fixed or adjustable. Some are HELOCs, some are fixed, like just a home standard home equity loan, and 0% cards. Always good to at least look at it. If you're into, paying the least amount for debt, they're great too. We have 4% here because even if you get a 0% card, I just get one for 18 months. And if I transferred over anything, which I didn't, but if I did, it would have been 4%. So I wanted to put that out there as far as it is a cost even on 0% nowadays. So let's look at a balance here. Let's just say someone has $25,000 in credit card debt, and we see a lot larger than that. 4 or 5 times that. In this case, someone with a credit card, just on the interest, just in general, is going to pay $500. $500 in interest. If that money was just moved to a personal line of credit, it's going to only be $281. See, there's over $200. And I always like to talk in general because getting down into budgets and all that other thing, I like Smart with Debt because it's all about big chunks. Chunking down your debt just to get you that another level so you have a little bit more money to have fun, enjoy life, or just get to a point where you have a little more clear mind because the debt is overwhelming. So in this case, paying just in interest, you can save over $200. If you were to move that to a home equity loan, it's going to save you over $300. Move that to a 0% card that really costs about 4%, you're going to save every month over $400. So you add that $400 up over 1 year, That $400 every month for a year, once again, we're talking in general terms because you just need to see the concept here, is over $6,000. That's over $6,000 in interest paid on those credit cards or credit card. Compare that to a personal line of credit. It's only $3,375. So you saved over $2,600 just there on interest. You're paying the banks too much that you could be using it in your life just to have a little bit of fun or to get out of debt. Typically what I do, like I said this before, like I'll take out a home equity loan if I have some debt or if I do a loan for someone else. I'll take that money and I'll take some of the savings and enjoy a little bit of life, and the rest I'll put it down so it pays it off faster. But a home equity loan, look at this. Interest rate is about $2,000 compared to $6,000. That's $4,000 difference per year. And on the 4% or the 0% card, it is $1,000. So you're saving $5,000. When it comes to the end of the year, and I look at this, even once or twice during the year, what can we do? How can you save money? How can you just put more money in your life by a quick, easy change to another kind of debt, from credit cards, which is the worst kind that's out there, to even a personal line of credit or a home equity loan if you have a property. And if you don't have a property, you got the personal lines of credit and you get the 0% cards. Do you just have to make sure your credit is in good standing, good position to get one of these? This is kind of that tipping point where you're starting to put more money into your life, less in the banks, easy steps that you could do anytime that you're looking to lower your cost of debt. Refinances right now are what people are looking at, but they're paying too much. They're paying too much over time. They're taking way too much money out of their lives, putting it back in the banks. We want to make sure you're smart with that. Using debt, don't let debt use you. But that's what this whole channel is about. We have some great calculators on smartwithdebt.com. Check them out, download them while they're still free, and we'll catch you in 2025.